All right, so everyone knows that Flex is known for going on rants. So the last couple weeks, he's been not using subliminals. He's been direct towards DJ Clue. DJ Clue is known to be the peacemaker in hip hop, and now
Clue can squash this.
Only Clue can squash this. Now, what do you do when the beef is with Clue? Flex and Clue, hot versus power. What's going on, guys?
Well, apparently, Flex debuted a record that was supposed to be, allegedly was supposed to be Clue's record. It's Nicki Minaj featuring 2 Chainz called Bees in the Trap. Two of my favorite DJs in the game, Clue and Flex. They both pioneered hip hop, DJing, hip hop period. But no, so they got into a war of Twitter words between the two of them.
Was it really though? I only saw Clue.
Flex was going. Clue did what Clue tweeted the ratings, the radio ratings, which has his station and his time.
They all did though. They all tweeted.
That's the whole thing. That's the most important part.
Flex then returned that and got on radio and started. I didn't listen to the rant. And started speaking his
for
mind,
like 9 minutes.
Like 9 minutes about a record that was off an album that leaked that night, so it really wasn't that exclusive. But that's neither here nor there. For incredible amount of years, Clue, his run with Hot 97, his run with Rockefeller Records, his run with the mixtape game, and countless other things that he's done. And Flex, his run with MTV and his car shows, his concerts, and just the radio slot that he's held down for so many years on Hot 97. Both of them bring so much to the game. I feel as though those two icons in the game, which they are in their own rights and their own lanes, should not be beefing over trivial nonsense. Ratings, they've been beefing over ratings for God knows how long. So it's very unfortunate to see them bicker back and forth like this when they could be mentoring. And a record like that, where is it? Like, why do you beef over that? If it's a J record, okay, fine, y'all go to war. But now it's just like, I understand it makes for entertaining radio, and New York is a place of hip-hop and competition, but it's just like, come on.
Could he have stolen another song?
And I don't know if...
was that the only song in there?
Yeah, you could have stole something.
And I'm not saying, Flex stole the record from
Flex leaked the album. Let me find out that Flex is diabolically hacking into... And if you can hack email accounts, don't go to Clue. Go to Alan Greenspan or Warren Buffett. Not Warren. I love Warren. That's my homeboy.
We're not going to do that. We don't know who had the record. It's
ironic that he's hacking accounts and all of a sudden the album leaks.
We don't know who had the record. We don't know who sent it to who, whatever.
Because...
allegedly.
Right. It's all alleged. Clue's whole thing is, I was never sent the record. Other people, I think it's Drama or somebody was saying, yo, look out for Clue, gonna have that new Nicki exclusive. Tonight he's gonna be blasting it. I think it was on Twitter.
I think I seen something.
Yeah, I remember something in the timeline talking about.
Get to send it yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be yo, Clue's gonna be dropping that exclusive. The next thing you know, Flex is on radio, airing it out.
Flex posted it on his site.
Yeah, and then he's talking about, yo, I got that record. Blah blah blah. You thought you had an exclusive. This, that, and the third.
It's chess and ain't checkers. It's over a record.
Because it sounds like he's bragging that he stole the record. Am I taking this the right way?
I mean, he's basically saying, "Hey, I took this away from you, and I did it."
But it's not it wasn't a Jay-Z record though. It was
the quality of the record is kind of.
Why are you so?
But this is what I think is interesting. I think that when you reach a certain level, less is more. You can honestly let your work speak for itself.
Especially
and I don't think that is an art that Flex has mastered, and that's letting his work speak for itself. I just want to see Flex evolve in his tactics. Let's see your other moves. Let's see how you move in other ways. It's 2012. We get the growls, we get the rants, we get the bombs. It's so boisterous. Oh, and there's nothing wrong with competition. I think at the same time, when you walk around picking fights to prove how great you are, you just end up looking eventually a little not so great.
I mean, you are great. To Flex's defense, that's Flex. That's been him before he's been. That's his steez. So and that's what
him
people
and K-Slay.
Right.
K-Slay not as.
But that's the thing.
K-Slay,
but when
K-Slay sets it, it goes to the streets. He's talking streets.
When you're dealing with different competitors, sometimes you got to switch your style up. From the outside looking in, if you're picking it at somebody and they're like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" and then they come back with the ratings, which is really all that really truly matters, you look ridiculous.
9 minutes of whoosh, whoosh. Do you know how long that is in radio time? And hiking and talking and Oh, I mean, if he'd have did it for 1 minute and 30 seconds and grabbed the good punchlines, it'd have been cool. But 9 minutes, Flex.
And that part of it is okay. Like, all right, Flex wins the whole year, and Clue got the little 2 weeks, and that's why he's excited, and he's tweeted his week. But then turn it up, and next week beat him, and that's how you fight back.
The rants are cool when you debut records. Like, that's what I love about Flex. You get on the radio, and he has a record, a real legitimate record to break, like Otis, DOA. Like, when he does
when
those
he
type
broke
of things,
DOA, that was epic. That was dope.
Those
He ran
were
it back
dope.
80 million times, but it was still dope.
Bombs, like, I love that entire environment that he provides. But when it's like this,
you're going on a rant on a whack record. I have mad respect for Flex for what he's done for the culture, for the genre, even for DJs and for radio. But at the same time, after a certain point, you're just like, yo, you gotta find a new trick. You can't do that for every record. Like come on, what's next?
No. He can do that for every record because that's what we expect. That's what people expect him to do. He can do that for every record. As far as the competition aspect of it and how he
that's what I'm talking about. Like the whole you're gonna beef with Clue over a whack record.
But that doesn't happen.
It happened because they send shots to each other all the time.
He doesn't it's never going this fucking far, like a 12-minute rant
in the beef to me. Like,
that's what it almost feels like. It feels like he wanted to get at Clue,
he needed a reason.
And he needed a reason. Something.
So that Nicki
because we really don't believe that.
Meanwhile,
this
Clue's riding
is
his
enough
Ferrari
of a
somewhere.
beef for you.
Because Flex knows it's a weak record.
Honestly, I was a little more disappointed. I mean, because the record, and you actually heard the record, but it didn't even seem like the record was really. It just felt like that's so they could. But then Clue, he's just, Flex, like 8 minutes, you know.
Flex knows
he probably didn't even hear it. He probably just picked the record. And
I don't know why he didn't do it. So
more importantly, Flex, there was nothing else in the inbox that you hacked. There was no other record.
We don't know, and we don't.
Didn't he say he got it from Clue? Yeah. Like he got the record?
He said, nigga, next time pay attention to your email. Don't leave your shit logged on.
Flex, I hope you ain't hacked his email.
No, like, he has like a
If you out here hacking accounts, homie.
Nah, I want to say I hope you did. I want to say I know you didn't do it. I'm just gonna go. I'm going above and beyond and say I know you ain't. Because
he didn't do it.
We would hope.
I would hope.
We're hoping that's
because you're one of my favorite DJs. So I would hope that you would not stoop to that level and hacking and breaking into somebody's email account for a Nicki Minaj.
For anything.
Well, maybe it wasn't that he broke into. Maybe Clue's password is Power 105, and it's just like simple.
I'm not.
If you fish for a password, you have already looked. Like if you're looking to.
I'm not.
Here's the thing. If you're going to somebody's email because they have something that you weren't sent, that's already a minus to you because you didn't get sent that record.
I don't even want to believe that. I feel like Flex gets everything. Flex got a website, don't he? That you pay and he gets every super record first, and you just.
Well, Flex was getting records, before the site, so I don't want to believe he did that. You don't want to believe your heroes would stoop to a level like that in any capacity.
I want to know what Nicki's thinking. She's probably like, "Why this song?"
Rants and twit picking ratings and like that's just it's childish. It's girl stuff. You don't want to be doing all that stuff. Hopefully they can work it out. And it was over a Nicki Minaj record. No disrespect to Nicki, but it's just like it's over a Nicki Minaj record.
I'm sure that the song originally came from Nicki's camp.
I want to know why Nicki recorded that song.
I thought it was Little Mama.
And the album leaked. The album leaked that.
Right.
No, it doesn't sound like a Nicki record.
Here's my question: do you reach a certain level where you don't need to beef anymore?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
What do they beef? Like, what's there to?
I didn't say this was a legitimate beef. I'm answering her question. There's never a level where you don't have to beef. There's always going to be some reason for you to beef. Now, if you're too big for the beef, that's your own personal decision. There's always a reason to beef.
So do you
Jay could have came out beefing, made a legitimate beef against Wayne for that whole comment, kidnap your lady money. That's a legitimate reason to beef. The fact that Jay feels he's too big for it, it's completely up to him.
But the funny thing is, and this is a great example.
And then the shot at the Grammys, it was popping shit about, what do you want to watch? Certainly not the throne. He could have came and said something
But here's the thing. To me, I think that when you reach a certain level, you can still beef, but you got to be smarter about how you're beefing. So instead of Jay saying, you know, I'm not going to spend 16 bars on it or whatever, instead, you're closing the VMAs. This is supposed to be your big night. Well, 20 minutes before you perform, I'm going to have my wife announce her pregnancy.
I don't think they would stoop that. Like, all right, yo, announce the baby tonight.
That just sounds funny.
I'm just saying, like, just to spike that little nigga. Yo. I'm just saying, like, come
when
on,
you do it, don't say nothing.
And drop the mic and get on stage.
Go like this.
Rub your belly and honk.
My whole point is, when you elevate within your world, your means of beefing has to elevate as well.
With that as an example, Clue and Flex, who strategically made the better move in that?
Clue.
What are you really mad at? Are you mad at the ratings, or are you mad at he got the record for? Like, what's the argument here? You know, no one's family was disrespected. No one's girl was off.
All he did was just back up and give Flex room to hang himself.
But he was in Vegas.
He didn't fight back. He let him debut a whack record, which makes him kind of look crazy. And then he turned around and said, "But I still won the rating."
That's what set
it off. Not only that, but everybody tweeted their ratings. Every time slot on Power beat Hot 97. And that's really where the beef is to me. The only one that kind of wasn't was the Clue. No, it's true. Pro Style, the 2 o'clock beat that time slot. The morning show beat that morning show. And then now this. The only gangster one was Flex.
I didn't see all that shit.
I wasn't really on Twitter like that.
To me, it's like a station thing, and that's it.
No, it's always gonna be a station thing. It's always gonna be Hot 97 versus Power 105. In anything,
or whatever station is popping in your area.
No, this is New York, the number one market.
I don't hear any other stations in the country beefing like they do.
I'm hoping it's entertainment.
Oh, somebody's entertained by it.
I mean, at the end of the day,
it's hip hop.
And competition is the name of the game, and it's always about getting at the next person. To me, as the art form grows, so should your means of beefing, and so should your tactics.
I just feel like Flex and Clue, you guys paved the way, created
a
genre,
gotta cut that shit out, man.
Icons.
Well, can we really get mad at Clue? Clue didn't do anything.
He tweeted some slick shit.
He did tweet it. He was saying about dick riding and saying about an email, and he said fat old bald head. Clue was saying ears and forehead. They was going in.
At the end of the day, they're too grown for it. They're too accomplished for it. They're too.
Or not.
No, they are.
Or not.
No. Flex,
apparently, they're not.
Flex is worldwide known. Hot 97 is a super strong brand.
As is Power and as is
But Power is fairly more new or whatever, and not.
Clue is definitely has his stripes.
Clue's a legend.
In Japan, everybody knows Hot 97.
DJ Clue is known across the world.
Yeah, but that's cool because the mixtape thing, and he's
saying
a legend.
Clue,
that's what I'm saying.
Not the station.
I mean, yeah.
Not the station, because to me it's about the ratings of the picture thing, not about stealing. That's why he stole the record and made.
All right, and those are our thoughts
and opinions, and these are not facts.
Still fuck with you.
Still fuck both of you.
Still fuck with you.
But you know, I'm not in that world, and I'm sure they have some beef that's only they know about or certain people know about. To each his own, but hopefully they settle it and just keep putting on for the city of New York and for the state of hip hop. So, it is what it is.
I always wanted to drop a bomb somewhere.
Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boom!